Today, I want to talk a little bit about my story. So, I am addressing those parents who are struggling with some mental health issues of their own. Children are great by their very nature, and we have the privilege and responsibility of raising them. It can be challenging at times. Let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Cynthia Armstrong. I'm a general and a special education teacher. I homeschooled my own children for 5 years, and I talk about those things that I've studied and come to apply and really found that help me and my children and my students, and I want to share with you. Today, I'm talking about parents who have mental health struggles, and I was one of those parents. I have struggled since I was a teenager with depression, with anxiety. In the beginning, I did not have suicide ideation. It was just, oh, it would be okay if I happened to die. And then as I'd go through cycles, and then in my mid 40s, I was beginning to think, you know, I'm done with this. I can't figure this out. I can't find help. I'm ready to let go. I just want my kids to be adults. As soon as they're adults, then I can just let it all go. So that's where I was. And I did go see psychologists. I did try various alternative means, and um, and things would help for a little bit. It could even help for a month or two, but then boom, back down to being depressed. And each time I came around, um, it was it seemed to go further down. Like really, there is no hope. This is just going to be my life. Maybe those moments of okay, moments of coping, and then into this deep hole where everything just felt so heavy, so on me, and I felt so incapable. And this 100% affected my kids. And as parents, sometimes we know, but we don't want to look at that our struggles really, truly affect our kids. And we always know. And some of us might cycle through like, oh my goodness, my kids, da 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 da. And we'll have those spiral thoughts around the guilt, around all of those things, uh, around how we're affecting our mental health is affecting our kids, uh, or we might just be avoiding it. I did a little bit of both. I was definitely I just got to keep going kind of person, uh, and somebody's got to pay the bills, somebody's got to make sure there's food, and I would just kind of like keep going through, and so for me, I was not emotionally available for my kids as I wanted to be, and uh, and sometimes it was like almost like plowing over my kids a little bit in this I've just got to keep going attitude that I had. Uh, but I know even in my own family, among my siblings and things, there was well, I'm just going to go in bed and the world will just have to deal with that. And so there's different ways that we present or handle or deal with our mental health. And that could be a shutdown, it could be a plow through, it can be a combination, but it really does affect our kids. And from someone who thought there was no hope because I've tried so many things, and I will honestly say I did not ever go the drug route, and um, my family just genetically they have tests nowadays for many of these things. Genetically, we're predisposed to have negative side effects for many of the drugs. So I always felt that that would be worse than the way I was going about it. Um, but I know many people who have gone, um, taken those drugs to, you know, suppress neurochemicals or to increase them, and they do really well for a time, but then they need to change the dose, or there's the side effects that begin to negatively impact their life. And so for those who are in this struggle, the struggle that I was in, there really truly is hope for overcoming, for completely overcoming, getting out of that stuck phase. And it's not like I never have a thought or a moment of depression or anxiety anymore. But where I was stuck before and I was hopeless before, I have learned and I teach now this model that is a self diagnostic tool that allows you to just go in and say, huh, what's going on? And it works with your brain. I mean, this isn't, oh, I have depression or I have anxiety. In much of the world, in much of the society, that's kind of the general feeling. And somebody was talking to me the other day and they say, you just don't get it. You can't say that to people who have mental health issues. You can't say that there is a way out because this is just the way it is and you don't understand. And uh, I, I just had Christopher Columbus come to my head into my mind while she was talking. And I was thinking, the people used to believe the world was flat. Like that was the belief. And people who were trying to sail around the world, they were like, you are going to kill my child. You are going to kill my husband. You are crazy and you're you're hurtful. You are dangerous to people I care about. You're dangerous to myself. I'm not going to get on a ship with you. And just consider that there may be more to understand. How many times has science gotten um, only part of a picture, right? Light. Is it a wave? Is it a ray? They used to believe it was only one way, and then they said, wait, light is different. It's both a wave and a ray. Like it fits both. And we didn't know that that was a possibility. Science is always creating a deeper understanding. And when we understand our brain and why it is choosing, and we're not choosing it, our brain is subconsciously choosing depression or anxiety or OCD for us. Uh, but here's the thing, when we learn about our mind, then we are better able to control it or to use our mind to help us. And that was the part that was missing for me when I would go to all the psychologists or I do the different therapies. That understanding totally gave me power to take back what I had given away as a child, even perhaps as an infant. We are unaware that we developed these programs that our subconscious brain runs, and that we can, with that understanding, with understanding of how our brain works, notice it. And that's what the model does. It helps us to notice where we've given that away, and then it takes us through a process to take it back for ourselves. So for all of the parents struggling out there who are trying to hold it together, whether they've experienced trauma, whether they just are experiencing that depression or anxiety or any of those other mental health struggles out there, there is hope, and there is a way to do more than cope. There is a way to thrive and to have that of out of your life, is not have that power over you. And in the beginning, I wouldn't have believed it either. But I'm hoping this is just one person. And go out and seek more information. Contact me if you want to. You can reach me at support@raisinggreatkids.net. You can go to my website, www.raisinggreatkids.net. And I will be happy to kind of help you see more. And remember, children are great by their very natures, and we are still children too. And we have that responsibility to raise them. I will see you in another episode. Hi friends, Cynthia Armstrong here. Thanks for joining us today. Please make sure that you subscribe to our channel so you can see when new videos come out, and like this one. It is such a responsibility and a challenge to raise great kids, and we are here to help you along that journey to make it as enjoyable and fun and fulfilling as possible. Please check out our website, www.raisinggreatkids.net, and I will leave that in the description below.